Okay, I've finished spruing the crown, and as you can see, it looks pretty extreme. This is a lot of gold for this crown. I've used reservoirs and vents. I'm really trying to stay away from having any porosity whatsoever, and I don't want to have to reorder an abutment. So that's why we have all the sprues here, all the reservoirs, and I don't think you can put too many on it, really. It is going to take a lot of gold to cast, and it's going to be a real challenge. So I'm going to go ahead and get ready to invest it, and we'll take a look at that in just a minute. Okay, I've mixed up my investment. I've sprayed my crown and the screw hole with debubblizer. I've blown that off. Now I'm going to fill my screw hole up with investment, let it flow all the way through. There we go. Go ahead and fill the ring up. And I will leave it there and let it set up for about 15 minutes until it gets hot. The investment will have a chemical reaction, a flash point, and it'll get very hot, and at that time I will place it into my burnout oven. Now I have my ring. It is set up hard and ready to go into the burnout oven. So I'm going to place it in there. The burnout oven is currently at around 1600 degrees Fahrenheit. I'll use my tongs to open or to place it in there. It's very hot. And I will leave it in there for about 15 or 20 minutes for a lost wax burnout, and then we will proceed to the casting procedure. Now I'm going to be making a casting. This will be the screw implant gold crown that I'm going to be casting. I'm going to be using Crown and Bridge yellow gold, and my ring has been burning out now for about 20 minutes. I've turned the temperature back from 1600 degrees for the burnout. I turned it to 1300 degrees, and that's where it currently is at now, and that's going to be the temperature that I'll make my casting at. My burnout oven is about 3 foot away to my right, so I'll be reaching in there with my tongs and get my ring, and I will place it in my casting machine, my cradle here, and release it. And this will be a centrifugal casting. So what I'll do to prepare for this is to clean my crucible out here, or I'll get another crucible that I use for my gold castings and clean that out just a little bit. And I'm going to wind this 3 times. I have a locking pin here that will hold it. Make sure that my cradle is the right size for my ring. That's okay. Have my weight set here. This machine is based on a strong spring in the center of it here. And you wind it up and you melt your gold in your crucible here. Place your ring in the cradle, slide your crucible up, pull this back and release the pin here and just let it go. And the gold will shoot into the ring, filling the void inside the investment. So I'm going to go ahead and get my Harris torch here. Get my gold. Using a lot of gold for this casting because it was such a big crown and I had all the reservoirs. I'm using oxygen and propane. Uh-oh. I will melt this until it is good and molten. It will form a ball shape and it will start moving around with my torch when it's ready to cast. Starting to slump now. I'll use a little bit of casting flux. Here we go. Let that free spin for a little bit, and I will stop the arm in just a little bit here, and I will take the ring out and take a look at it. Okay, I used all the gold there, and that's going to be it's It's going to be interesting to see if I even made the casting. I was hoping to have somewhat of a button there. So we'll take a look at it in just a little bit. When it cools, I will